Hello, I'm back after a busy week, very tiring at work. You can see my feet with the Dior nail polish on from last summer collection. Inspired by the latest video by Lexi, she was discussing about new releases. I'd like to share with you my take of all these luxury makeup releases because I have some findings compared to other similar videos out there. The Instagram profiles I will refer to are Amy Beauty Talk, WZ Beauty, Wazy Beauty. I think it's the same person. And if I have more pictures to share with you, I will provide you where I'm picking them from. Let's start with Chanel. It's the 2024 summer collection and it's called JARDIN Imaginaire. There are some non-edited pictures. I was intrigued by the pink duo. And I'm relieved that is less berry than it looked on the edited pictures. So with unfiltered pictures here, the colors are more vivid, less berry, but I think I will skip these duos. I never liked these duos in the past. The powder is quite pressed, hardly pressed. They can tend to art pan over time. I have a sweet spot for pink highlighters, but I've recently purchased the NARS one that I will show you in maybe next video. And that one by NARS that I picked it up is in the Baked Gelée formula that is my favorite. So I have a better formula with my most recent purchase, so I don't need to buy an overpriced version, the Chanel one. The Chanel collection is a skip with the exception of that pink pencil, Stilo Ombre Contour, the number 42 Celestial Pink is the one that I think I will go for. The other ones, I'm not interested in. Apart from that pink shade, the other ones are too bright, a bit indie looking. I'm totally uninspired by. Just a quick note about nail polishes. You can see that the pink one is very elegant, while this bright acid green, I don't find it elegant. I appreciate the innovation, but it's kind of losing the Chanel identity, while I think the pink nail polish is pretty. So maybe in the future when I find a sale. In the brown nail polish, it reminds me of an old release that I picked up. The one that I have is the same chocolate brown. It was called Chevalier, something like that. I purchased it in 2016. I think it's still good and it's my favorite for my feet. Yeah, I love brown nail polish. I'm glad that brown is back on trend. That's what I want to say about Chanel. Let's proceed further. Another unique take I would like to share with you is about Dior. So the Dior fall collection, Plan de Paris, has been announced. Again, Amit Beauty Talk has some pictures that show a strategy by Dior that pairs with the one chosen by Chanel a few years back. So Chanel in the past released those tweed eyeshadows using the Chanel tweed fabric for those small bags, protective bags. And Dior is doing the same. So you have a plain plastic packaging for the eyeshadows, but you have the small protective bag with the plant of Paris. Of course, I will lose that bag, so it's totally unnecessary. It's a chance to charge more. So it's the same strategy that Chanel had for the tweed collection. But I would like to reflect with you about the formula because it looks like, let me go to Wazy Beauty. As you can see by the pictures here, the quints by Dior are in the Baked Gelée formula. So it's not true that is the reformulated Dior that everyone is not happy about. These are in the Baked Gelée formula, so the special formula that every now and then Dior, as well as Chanel, choose for their eyeshadows. So this is my favorite formula. So I will pick one of these quints. I think will be Champs-Élysées 983. Yeah, it's pink one, but it has a cool pink. And again, same shade of the nail polish by Chanel and the Stilo by Chanel that I'm going to pick. So apparently is a popular color on trend, and uniqueness here is the touch of coolness in the pink. The gray is called 30 Montaigne. There are two light grays that tend to make me look sick and old. I think I can skip this palette. And the other ones are no. One is orange. The L'Etoile is with the cerulean blue that is similar to the one by Chanel in the palette Rivage. I don't need multiples of that color. So the one that I will pick is Champs-Élysées. Still, Wazy Beauty has other releases I would like to discuss with you. For example, the Gucci highlighters. These are standard powders. They look quite glittery and thick. It's not something I would like on my cheeks. And even as eyeshadows, I think I have prettier formulas that I like more. I don't like to pay for a single eyeshadow with fragrance in it. I don't want to use it as highlighter and as eyeshadow. It's just total waste of money. So it's a firm no. As for other things, I won't even discuss because I don't think are relevant, like the Hermès lipsticks. I have one nude lipstick by Hermès and I have not used it. I won't buy more. And as for the eyeshadows, you know what I think about Hermès eyeshadows. I don't like them. I think that the formula of the square pens, that is the matte one, is decent, but nothing that would justify the price point of these eyeshadows. The circular pens are not my favorite at all. The one that I have from Ombre Fumé is patchy. I removed it from my custom palette because I don't want to deal with it. I don't like it at all, so no reason to make the same mistake again. I've learned my lesson and I don't get along with these eyeshadows by Hermès. Too expensive, nothing special, and the circular one was even bad. That NARS powder is not yet available in Europe, but I've seen already reviews in US. Apparently is a limited edition, is in the Baked Gelée formula, is talc free and is lavender. I don't think I will purchase it just because of the packaging. Rubber soft feeling effect of that packaging, that is the traditional black NARS packaging, is awful with time. It gets dirty, collects all the dirt that you have on your hands, and over time it becomes sticky. It's gross. I don't want to deal with that with an expensive product. So no way I'm buying whatever is contained in this awful packaging. And unfortunately, it's the case of a very pretty palette that is already being released, still not available in Europe, and is called Koh Rong. And that palette is the perfect taupe palette with 4 shades of taupe, but unfortunately, again, in that black rubberized packaging. I hope that they will release it in a special packaging for, I don't know, holidays or other occasions. And when they do that, then I will pick it up because this looks the perfect quad for me. I'm especially attracted by that lighter beige shade because it's a desaturated beige with that hint of gray that acts as a light contour. Very intrigued by that light shade. It's easy to find medium or dark taupes, but with light taupes is hard. And I'm glad that there's that shade instead of a plain beige or champagne or peach. I will eventually buy this quad, but I'm waiting for a special packaging in just art plastic and not that soft touch material. Talking about NARS, again, intrigued by this blush called Sex Appeal in this Baked Gelée formula. And Sex Appeal is an OG shade that has been around for decades, but they have released it in the baked formula for this Love collection that is already available in the US but not in Europe. And I like the light tone of this blush. Even if it would be used as highlighter for me, I like it. That is something I will consider in the future. It's going straight to my wish list. The Suqqu fall collection, we already talked about it. I will skip everything except for one blush, number 6. Weirdly, I'm gonna buy a permanent shade, the 6. That is a cool pink. Pink blushes have that disadvantage of turning warm on my skin. So I'm always attracted by cooler shades, hoping that they will not turn warm over time. So let's see how it goes with this 06 shade. All the rest is something I have already in my collection, even inside Suqqu line, so not interested at all. Sonia G brushes. I don't know if they are already available for purchase, but I will skip them. They are quite expensive, and on top of that, we pay 22% extra for just importing these brushes in Europe, and I don't have the budget for it. So I did already an effort to buy the set that was released in February, I think, January, February, the squirrel brushes. Happy about those, but still, that was an effort for me, and I won't do it again. Whatever I selected in this discussion is going straight to my wish list, and then I will evaluate the purchase. So try to shrink further my wish list and look for offers and eventually pick a few items. The Valentino seems to revamp the collection, and now from the red color we are going towards the gold color in these products. These gel eyeliners, I'm not sure, are they kind of pencil like Victoria Beckham style? Because I truly love the eyeliner by Valentino. It's on par with Tom Ford. I already told you the pros and cons compared to Tom Ford in my previous video. Search for Valentino among my videos and you will find out. If these are retractable eyeliners, then I will have a look. I recently purchased a bunch of Sisley eyeliners. I cannot stand sharpening the pencils. I want a retractable pencil that is ready to use and doesn't damage the skin of my eyes, because when you break the point and then you don't have time to sharpen the pencil, it can be dangerous for your eyes. So I don't want to deal with that. That's why I want to repurchase Victoria Beckham eyeliners, but I invested in Sisley and I may want to try these Valentino ones. Hourglass liquid blushes, not interested, because these are all warm shades, the usual warm shades. The only liquid blush that I recently picked is by Armani and is the Cool Pink. The same reason I'm neutral, leaning cool, and things turn warm on my skin. I'm tired of all this orange that I find in these shades. So I want something cool that eventually, even if it turns a bit warm, becomes neutral and is more appropriate for my coloring, rather than all these warm shades. Also this Dior collection. This is, let me see, New Quince, Sweet Tea and the Floral. This is the reformulated Dior. Is not a special formula. No way I'm buying this. This would be a waste of money. Let me know what you think about these new collections and what have you planned to pick. See you soon with my recent purchases. I placed strategic orders with beautiful things that I'd like to share with you. So until next time, bye bye.